Protests are turning deadly. The crowd wants the president to get the hell out of his office. They loathe his government for corruption, for all kinds of cheating at the election. The nation's not just poor, it's starving.
Rich people in this country, running this country, earn everything, and we have the massive population dying, hunger, and misery like this.
A bit of polling trivia from the poorest country in the Caribbean. The last presidential election had to be rerun after claims of fraud, but the follow-up, which put President Moïse in power, wasn't exactly a model of democracy. The turnout was only a fifth. Every 10th ballot sheet was never counted for different reasons. In some cases, that would be more than enough to set off what I call the legitimacy radar alarm in Washington. Not this time. Trump sent his people to congratulate the new leader. His diplomats said they were proud of Haiti.
The Haitian people deserve to have democratically elected leaders. Today's inauguration of a democratically elected president allows Haiti to return to democratic and constitutional rule.
So, what do you do with that kind of rapprochement? Show that you're a big fan of the man in charge there.
President Trump and I are entrepreneurs, and all an entrepreneur wants is results, and therefore I hope we'll put everything in place to make sure we deliver for our peoples.
But could such words of warmth ever end up turning into something like this?
Of Venezuela. Donald Trump, hands off Venezuela.
The Trump government is not going to side with the Haitian people because they need that Haitian government for its project of overthrowing the Venezuelan government.
So, back to news from Haiti. Several days of protests put the capital on the brink of chaos. The furious Haitians are on the edge. A group of UN powers, including America, came up with a communique, i.e. condemnation of the escalating violence. They want the president to speed up reforms. Well, the only thing that came out of the State Department in 4 days was this travel security alert.
Haiti security alert. The security situation remains very unstable. If you hear gunfire or protest groups, seek shelter inside your house immediately and stay away from the windows.
And no one's yet picking a substitute for the elected leader. But of course, this relative silence isn't simply about someone saying nice things about Donald Trump.
This is the nature of, we can say, American power in the world today. It is filled with hypocrisy. In Haiti, it is the vast majority of the population which is turning out to demand Jovenel Moïse's departure, and yet not a word from Mike Pence, not a word from Pompeo, the Secretary of State, not a word from Donald Trump. So this double standard, this hypocrisy is typical, we can say, of U.S. foreign policy.
Haiti and Venezuela, neighbors on the map, but it looks like they're nowhere near each other in the minds of those gurus of real democracy.
All right, Shalom. First, I'd like to start by saying all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles that rule well. And salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. Now, as you can see, there's protests going on in Haiti and Venezuela as well. And them two represent tribes in Israel. And the reason why that's going down is because Esau is trying to bring in this new world order and overthrow governments to bring in a new world order. You know, and Esau has done that with a lot of these nations. So, you know, this ain't nothing new. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But that's what a lot of these presidential leaders get, because they side with this devil, and instead of siding with Yahweh Shema Shai, man. The scriptures say, never trust thine enemy. And they trusted in this devil, and now he's turning against them. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 verse 10. It says, never trust thine enemy, right? These Edomite devils are the enemy of the 12 tribes of Israel. For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. Right, so though this devil humble himself and, try to be friends or peaceful with you, make whatever little peace agreements there is, he really just trying to look for a way to overthrow you. It's another video that is.
Resistant to change. The Haitian tired of the system. They're tired of the system. They want the system to change and reverse, and the benefit of the communities. This is the very reason why today they choose to invade the street in order for the government to understand the people tired of them.
I don't even know why you like it here. I've got it. Don't touch me. I know how to ride.
Fight!
All right. Yeah, that's what they get though, man. Levi do all types of voodoo. The Lord been jacking them up, man. But it's because they didn't want to turn back to him, so he let the white man come up against them. But this is Proverbs chapter 29 verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Right, and who's in authority? These Edomite devils. Starting with the elites on down to, everybody that they set up and put in power. Since they're ruling, they got the whole world up in wickedness. All the nations have drunk of the philosophies of America. One reason why they going to these countries is because they trying to promote democracy, which is witchcraft according to the Bible. So that's why these nations are going through what they're going through. In particular, Levi in Venezuela was Asher. But this is back to Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 12. It says, "Set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith." Right, so you can't trust this devil. You can't sit him by you. You can't be friends with this devil. The Lord gave these Edomites, these Caucasians, a spirit of Satan. So, and he told you to not fuck with them. So, Jake don't want to do what they want to do, and this is the end result of it. Now they, what did it say? It said, "And thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith." Right. A lot of people be going through that because they be trusting in this devil, and then when he uplift himself and take their seat, they be all fucked up in the spirit. But hold on. This is Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children." Right? So they wanted to forget the Lord forgetting them. He putting them in these situations that they can't get out of, and they dying because of them.
For more than a week, the island nation of Haiti has been rocked by street violence as protesters, angry over soaring inflation and government corruption, have demanded the ouster of President Jovenel Moise. Demonstrators have been blocking roads, stoning emergency vehicles, and destroying businesses. The U.S. State Department has raised the travel warning to the country, advising citizens not to travel there, and is asking all non-emergency U.S. personnel and their families to leave. Jacqueline Charles is the Caribbean correspondent for the Miami Herald, and she joins us now from Miami. Explain a little bit more about what these protests are about.
Well, these protests are basically about two issues: corruption and the economic turmoil that is hitting Haiti currently.
And in actuality, they're really about to come in there. You have to smell shy. But I'm not going to play that whole video. Let me get some more of these scriptures. This is This is 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 16. "For there shall be sedition among men," right? Sedition is people uprising against their government and invading one another, right? Home invasions. "They shall not regard their kings nor princes," right? So their presidents and their senators and government officials, they're not going to have no respect for them. It ain't going to be let's vote for such and such. It's going to be let's kill such and such. and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. See, they're going to have the power to do what they want to do in that day. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of the pride of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And that's what they're going through over there. This the last scripture, the 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Right, so, through the Spirit of Yahweh Shai, us brothers that's in this truth, how right is we have the elect, we have been given the knowledge, the wisdom and understanding to understand that Esau set these coups up, and we also been given the knowledge to understand that the Lord is the reason why all this is happening ultimately, because while Esau trying to bring in his new world order is going to be overtook and done away with, because that's our new world order coming in. So it's all working hand in hand. But with that being said, all praise to Yahweh Shema Shai, Bahashem Rakab Kodash, double honors to the elders and apostles that were well, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.